Good day, folks! We'll be talking about Apple today, one of the biggest companies in the world. Apple's been making some headlines today because it turns out some of its new iPhone 15 models are having a little heat issue. The bright side is that Apple are already on it, so hopefully we'll see a solution pretty soon. On the stock market, Apple had a pretty decent day. The stock price moved up from $171.21 to $173.75, a positive change of about 1.48%. With a volume of just over 50.9 million shares exchanged, it was a tad quieter than usual compared to its average volume of 58 million shares. Looking at Apple's performance across the year, it's remained in a substantial rate, from a year-low price of $124.17 to a year-high price of $198.23. Currently, it's somewhere in the middle of that range. As we look at its moving averages, the dynamic is kind of mixed. The 50-day average is about $181, outpacing the stock's end-of-day price, but the 200-day average is around $166, which is lower than today's price. It's always good to take averages with a pinch of salt, though, since they can sometimes lag behind price changes. Now let's talk about the valuation. The price-to-earnings, or PE ratio, sits at 29.15, with earnings per share, or EPS, coming in at $5.96. Apple currently sits at a market capitalization of $2.72 trillion, reminding us that it remains a giant in the marketplace. Looking forward, the consensus among analysts remains quite bullish, with the consensus price target standing at $189.18. Most of the analysts are suggesting a buy, but there are a number who recommend a hold. In terms of discounted cash flow, Apple is making good strides, with an evaluation at around $175. But as usual, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. In the news, we see some reports about slowing iPhone sales and some investors questioning Apple's position in their portfolios. Remember that famous investor Warren Buffett's company, Berkshire Hathaway, made a huge portion of its portfolio from Apple. This could be something to keep an eye on. Based on all this info, the takeaway is that Apple's stock seems like a hold for now. While the company is experiencing a few bumps like potentially slowing iPhone sales and a heated discussion around new iPhone models, it's also sitting on a considerable market cap and boasts a strong average price target from analysts. Just remember, this is an analysis, not a personal recommendation for any individual listeners. Always do your own research or consult with a financial advisor before making any major investment decisions. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch up with you soon.